their rise to power, to the murder of 6 million European Jews in the Holocaust, the Nazis relied on a powerful weapon: propaganda. Propaganda is biased information designed to shape public opinion and behavior. Adolf Hitler and other Nazi leaders were skilled propagandists who used many techniques to spread their messages. The Nazis relied upon propaganda to create a society where only Germans they considered racially pure belonged. Jews and other groups were excluded. After Hitler became chancellor in 1933, the Nazis started to take control of the media. They shut down independent newspapers and seized authority over radio, film, newsreels, theater, and music productions. Soon, the Nazis controlled almost all media accessible to the German population and used this power to spread propaganda in different ways. They utilized symbols like the swastika to promote political allegiance, nationalism, and Nazi ideology. Hitler designed the Nazi flag in 1920 and transformed it into the trademark of the Nazi Party. It became a part of everyday life and a potent political tool. They used slogans that simplified their messages to just a few memorable words or phrases, like calling Jews the scourge of humanity, or recruiting children to join the Hitler Youth. The Nazis updated their propaganda strategies to improve effectiveness and appeal to a wider range of people. Beginning in the 1920s, radio emerged as a worldwide sensation. For the first time, people could listen to news and entertainment in their homes. The Nazis quickly recognized the power of this new medium. They commissioned a low-cost radio called the People's Receiver, allowing millions more Germans to buy radios and listen from their own homes. Under Nazi rule, all German films would become subject to censorship and control. They produced films to demonize Jews by comparing them to rats and drawing on other negative stereotypes, while also portraying the supposedly ideal, pure German. The Nazis used all of these propaganda techniques to exclude, demonize, and isolate Jewish people. They showed the world how dangerous propaganda could be in the hands of experts.
Sound familiar, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe I should refresh your memory. Maybe you should go check out Birth of a Nation, the original. But if that doesn't sound familiar to you, being villainized and demonized and marginalizing a particular group or class of people, check out what Trump had to say here.
These are hardcore criminals. You know, we took many people off the streets of Washington, D.C. They're hardcore. They're not going to be good. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 2 years, they're going to be criminals. They were born to be criminals, frankly. They were born to be criminals, and they're tough and mean, and they'll cut your throat, and they won't even think about it the next day. They won't even remember that they did it. And we're not going to have those people. Washington, D.C. is now a safe zone. It's a safe place, and you can walk, Katie, you can walk right down the street with, by the way, one of the biggest human beings I've ever seen, which is her husband. He was
hardcore criminals. Cut your throat in your sleep and wouldn't even think about it the next day. They were born to be criminals. Who was he talking about, y'all? Does this sound familiar, or am I tripping? Like this sounds like history repeating itself, don't it? Villainizing and demonizing a particular class of people, saying that black men are inherently more dangerous. Does that sound familiar to you? Check this out.
Attention right now for its claim that slavery was, quote, better than being killed. It was produced by PragerU, the conservative education platform the State Department of Education partnered with in 2023. They're also behind the so-called woke test now being given to certain out-of-state teachers.
Supporters of PragerU call it a pro-American education. Challengers say it's indoctrination. News 4's John Hayes picks up the story from here. John.
Jolene, Kevin, this all stems from a now viral national news interview where Broken Arrow Republican Representative Gabe Woolley defended the video and the curriculum. Opponents argue it's not appropriate for kids.
The animated PragerU Kids series, approved for use in Oklahoma classrooms, starts with two kids, Leo and Layla, questioning why some schools no longer celebrate Columbus Day and have shifted to Indigenous Peoples Day or Native American Day. They travel back in time and ask Christopher Columbus himself.
I'm sorry, Mr. Columbus, but I heard at school that you spoiled paradise and you brought slavery and murder to peaceful people.
The cartoon explorer defends himself, telling the children he brought Christianity and Western civilization to new lands. He calls some Indians he met highly intelligent, but describes others as vicious, warring cannibals. Brett Chapman, a descendant of Native American civil rights leader and Ponca chief Standing Bear, calls it racist propaganda.
They portray it as he's like very scholarly and learned, and superior to, basically cannibals.
He adds Columbus represents something at the heart of why Indigenous solidarity is important to him: colonization.
It started this long chain of events, right, that justified the erasure of Native Americans, the stealing of their land.
The video also shows cartoon Columbus defending slavery, calling it as old as time.
Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? I don't see the problem.
Cartoon Columbus adding it's not fair to judge him for what our culture and society has now decided it's against, and there's only one person free of mistakes.
Only my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is perfect.
It's just sad, man, and it's disgusting.
It's community activist J.B. Williams' take, but the material does have supporters.
I see something here that's historically accurate.
Like Broken Arrow Republican Representative Gabe Woolley, making an appearance on MSNBC just days ago to defend the content he said he showed to former students.
It can be used if you want to use it or not.
Woolley also said he believes the slavery remarks are being misconstrued.
I think what they're alluding to is that if you're still alive, you have the opportunity for change and for freedom and for reformation to come.
The video doesn't leave any room for other voices. The video doesn't leave any room for us to even assume anything else but that what happened was okay, and none of it was okay.
Now, I did reach out to Woolley this afternoon requesting an interview, but never heard back. In the same MSNBC interview, Woolley also said he also supports that controversial test for out-of-state teachers.
This is what they replaced PBS with. Sesame Street, Reading Rainbow, to desensitize people into believing slavery wasn't that bad. Hey, at least you guys didn't die. You could have died. You could have been dead instead of being a slave, instead of having your land taken, instead of being raped and graped and pillaged and a language forced upon you. But hey, man, y'all let me know in the comment section, am I wrong, man? Do you see the validity? Do you see the resemblance in what Hitler did as opposed to what Mr. Trump is doing now? This is your host, Most the Great Day Late Dollar Short News, live and direct, where we ride for respect, man. We out of here.
I'ma need my money like the first and 15. I'm an old school nigga, rock my khakis with a crease. Count money all night, I can't sleep. Shorty give me brains so a nigga can't think.